Hey guys, you've got Arleos the Blacksmith here, and after the gold farm video we had a few people request my actual routes that I use, so today I'm going to go over the route add-on that I've been using. Just tell you guys how to import the route, and you'll be able to see if you take a look at my mini-map, I've got some green lines that are showing up, and that's the route that you'll be importing today if you so choose. So I don't exactly follow the line, I just use it as a guide to make sure that I keep the lines on my screen at all times. But they do sometimes wander. I kind of follow the nodes out as needed, but it just gives you a guide of the route that you're going to want to take. So first things first, the add-on that we're going to be using today, there are two of them that you're going to get, and I prefer to use, CurseForge? So curseforge.com, the two add-ons that we're going to download, one of them is called Routes, and the other one is called Routes Import/Export. So I'll put a little picture up here on the screen of what those look like. Now once you have those downloaded and installed, if you type /routes, it's going to bring up the UI for it. So by default, you're not going to have any routes. You'll just have the options, an option to add. So this is if you want to add your own routes. But to import the route, so I'm going to paste my route in the comments. You need to copy that line of text. You click on routes. You will paste it into the routes. There we go. And then you hit accept, and it will add that route to yours. So I've got the mining one for the plains, and I've got one for the waking shores. So these are the two that we're going to upload. Once you have them uploaded, you should, if you hit your map, as long as you've got this add-on running, you'll see the lines go through each of the zones, at least for the plains and for the waking shores. So you guys can always make modifications to these if you want to. So let's say you don't like a certain way that I've got it set. You can type /routes. You can click on the one that you'd like to mine or that you'd like to change. Under edit route manually, you can click edit route. I just closed that window. You can click on any of these little markers and drag them somewhere else. So if you don't like where this one is, for example, you can drag it and move it. When you're done, you type /routes again, and you hit save route edit. And there you have it. It has edited your route. So you can add multiple routes, you can change them if they're not working for you. But yeah, super handy, especially if you're a little bit newer and you want to use somebody else's route or you'd like to share your route with somebody else. That's what I use mine for. So again, I just use it as a rough guide. I'm not following the line exactly. If I see something to mine that's just outside of my line, I follow the nodes. But this gives me a rough guide. You can kind of, I don't want to say AFK, but it helps with maybe not paying attention as much as you could otherwise have to. Just make sure you're staying somewhere somewhat close to the green line. If you want to move your mini map as well to make it a little bit easier to see, you can do that as well with edit mode. You can grab your mini map. Let's say I want to move it maybe a little bit just off center. Hit save. There we go. So it's now in the center of my screen. I don't really have to look up to the top right to see it anymore. So helps with, again, making sure that you're following your farming route. This happens to be just my mining character that I'm on right now. And earlier today in the plains, it looks like I got for half an hour like 24k worth of materials. So I actually had a pretty good run earlier. So again, depends on what you're doing. I'd recommend mining and herbalism to make sure you're making the most out of your routes. But yeah, the higher your skill gets, the more that you'll notice you're going to start getting out of them. And there are a few caves that I end up avoiding, because if there's mobs in the caves, as a holy paladin, it just takes me too long to clear, so I just go for the easy stuff. So hopefully this was helpful. You guys are now able to set up some routes, and you have the add-on now if you want to make your own routes and share them with people. If you did find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, we'll catch you guys later.